A world where equality is just another euphemism for mediocrity, where participation is more highly valued than achievement, where just enough to get by is the new standard of excellence. There is a small minority of people who fight back against such apathy, who struggle daily to reach new heights. These brave few are the hope for the future, the bright shining light for the next generation. They are the ones who will lead us to the places we have never dreamed of, to the undiscovered country, to reach goals only a few can even begin to imagine. Unfortunately, none of those people could be here tonight, so kick back and relax. Prepare yourself for several hours of fun, friendship, fascinating conversation, and fabulous music. All those F's, that's an alliteration and kind of a radio trick. Speaking of radio, you're listening to the most popular radio station in the history of broadcast radio, at least among stations that originate from Chris's living. It's Curious Times. Your host is a curious listener. Here she is, Chris.
Hey, everybody, oh, yeah, Welcome to Curious Times, guys. It's Saturday, December 17th. Are you kidding me? Holy crapola, man. Where did the time go? Time keeps on ticking into the future. Okay, trying to get an answer from, I'm having a brain melt here. Because when I got home from my deal, from the sister-in-law thing, there was a package waiting for me. And, so Kathleen has been hard at work again, sending me balls. First she sent me a big ball, then she sent me a little penis, remember? Remember the little crystal penis? That's in a dish way over there, I can't reach it. And then she sent me another little guy, and then she sent me blah, blah, blah. She's a crazy woman. Lots of great stuff. And so, there was a box propping open my screen door, which is dumb, when I got home. And so this is this is apparently this was the first one Kathleen sent me. And I can't, for the life of me, remember, I know what it is, and I cannot pull the name out right now. And she said, serpentine, some kind of but it's a certain kind of serpentine. What kind of serpentine? Okay, serpentine. We'll just go with serpentine. Thank you. And she's maybe going to tell me what kind of serpentine. And so now she tells me that this was the big ball that she sent me. Then this is the one I just got today, and she said they're made out of the same rock, out of the same stone. And this one has quite a lot more marbling and a lot more green, easily to detect, although you can't see that on the camera. She said that this one was being a little bit different ever since this one went away. So she decided that they needed to be reunited, and it feels so good. All right. So serpentine, but there's another. It's a something kind of serpentine. I know that there's another word that belongs there, but anyway. So this is the new one. Beauty. And this was the brother, sister, whatever you want to call it. So then, did you really know that there was such a thing as white jade? White jade. Now, there are some teeny little green flecks. There is some, although it's not, again, very easy to see on the camera. And so that's awesome. And there you go, for size-wise, you can see, and there is little flecks, little teeny bits of green in there. And then, oh my God, I'm so tired, you guys. It's the same as this, for heaven's sake. I just said it. God, I want to come up with it all by myself. Okay. Know what I mean? Now it's gonna come to me. Okay. I can't even think right now. Oh, there's my pencil. It's a Labradorite. Jesus, what is wrong with me? So anyway, this is a Labradorite, and it's beautiful. Like there's lots of. I don't know if this is going to be able to. No, I don't think so. But you can sort of see some of. Nah, too much shiny. But oh my gosh, it's amazing. Freaking amazing. And so, size-wise, you see what I mean? So I got balls of all sizes. And, beautiful. I'm so freaking, spoiled and lucky. On top of that, a salt lamp. On top of that, all a salt lamp. We've got the biggest balls of them all. So, I did go out and not able to start my car this morning. And then I wiggled the wire and then like there's that. But anyway, I gave it another try real quick. I went out early enough so that if it didn't work, because it was cold, that if it didn't work, that I'd be able to charge it up for an hour and then try with the boost. And second time I tried to boost it, it worked. Like, so it didn't start, then it didn't start with the boost, and then I only waited a minute, and I went and tried to boost again. Boost went boom. Whew. Consequently, I burned a quarter of a tank of gas today because it was an hour and 15 minutes before I was supposed to leave, and I wasn't going to shut my car off for any reason, and then we met for quite a while. She was a bit late, and then we met for quite a while, and on my way there, busy minding my own business, right? Doesn't my engine light now come on? Oh my God. I'm like, what is going on? So, when I got home, I Googled it, and it might just be because one of the very first causes is something as simple as the gas cap. And so, I did just fill up with gas the other day before yesterday. And so the last time I used the vehicle, I filled it with gas. And so maybe because of the cold and this and that, the gas cap didn't. So I'm guessing that makes sense, in which case, no big deal. Worst case scenario, I'd get a new gas cap. But even if I let it keep going, it's not hurting the engine at all. You know what I mean? And so I think that that's okay. And there you go. So, cause your car to die when you know. The other is a sensor that could cause, right. So I did meet with the sister-in-law. Was very interesting. Oh my God. My head is still swimming in intel. And, she's very easy to talk to. She's really just a few months older than me. And, I look younger. At the end, she's all like, you look good. She's like, you don't have any wrinkles or anything. I'm like, oh, I do still have wrinkles. And, but she has a few more wrinkles. And so, she looks younger because she dyes her hair. But, when you get up close, you know what I mean? It's good though. She's quite beautiful. I was wondering, what the hell are you with my brother for? And I found out a lot of interesting information. So, I'm still digesting a lot of it. It's been actually about 10 years since they've been apart, which I had no clue. And that's a long time. and all kinds of crazy things. So anyways, in the new year, I'm probably going to meet the kids and, well, she's not really sure, and I said to her, there's some things that just happen for a reason, and that I can see what the reason is. It has nothing to do with me getting a job from her or anything else. It's that I remember when I met the little guy, the nephew, and I said, oh, he's gonna be like me. And I think he kind of turned out a little bit like me, which could be a little bit of a handful, and if you don't focus that energy properly, eh? So it might well be that, I might be able to be a good person for him to talk to. I don't know, maybe not. You know what I mean? But maybe. And I think that he's doesn't sound like he's really my brother are very at all talking. And so they're adults, young adults. Well, he's 17. And so there you go. On and on and on. But Kimber's waiting, and I don't want to keep beating up on this. So tomorrow, Pamela Vincent's here. Diana Monroe is here Monday. Tuesday, Lisa Nolan Shalosky is here. Here, what I'm going to do on Monday, Kimber, if you're willing, is Diana's going to come on and interview you tonight, Kimber, and then maybe you can come and interview Diana Monday night. And I want to shake some things up like that in the next year, which is because with all, especially my regular guests who have been with me for a number of years, it's like we talk every, and like I don't bring anything new to the game. And sometimes when a different person is the one asking questions, then the conversation takes on a beautiful new direction that wouldn't have otherwise happened. And so maybe we'll get Alicia to come on as a guest interviewer one of these times too, for somebody. And, so that's kind of an idea that I'm to try and freshen things up a little bit. And, you guys hear me plenty, you know what I mean? And, I'm tired. I say the same shit over and over and over. You know what I mean? It's time to get some new shit said around here, So there you go. That's an idea that I'm trying to gun for. Let me get back to Lisa Nolan Shalosky. Wednesday, I'm probably taking off. And Thursday, Jen Young and Amy Kavanaugh, Stop, Drop, and Think. And then next Friday, Selva. And then a week from tonight, it's Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, I don't have guests scheduled. And so for sure Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, like I'll be here with just music or whatever, and probably for longer and maybe even for a good chunk of the day. We'll have to see how that works out. But for good chunks of that time at night might just be that the chat room's open and Christmas music is playing, you know what I mean? And then we'll have intermittent opportunities to chat and whatnot, and then do maybe a regular. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't sleep last night. I am beat. I am absolutely like wrung out. You know what I mean? Like an old dish rag. And so, okay. So Kimber's here. She's a psychic, clairvoyant, psychic medium healer. She reads auras. She reads bones and stones and macaroni, and she can read your energy and your animal's energy and the concrete's energy. She can use cards, everything, anything. There isn't anything she won't do. She can also connect to guides and spirits and animal guides and angels and all that kind of stuff. We got to focus, Kimber. We should pick, one day we should pick, okay, today it's, aura, and next week it's mediumship, and the next time it's, whatever, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll do that, and we'll just go, and then bones or something. phone readings one night instead of having it all kind of jumbled up together. Anyway, she does all of this, and all of it became stronger after she had a near-death experience, as that happens to so many people. And she feels just compelled to help use her gift to help people in any which way that she can. You can connect with Kimber on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Kimber-lee Psychic Medium 1. And that's the number 1, not the word 1. And so with all of that said, here comes Kimber! Hey, Kimber.
Hey, hi.
How are you? Oh, good. I can hardly hear you. Can you guys hear her?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it's my phone.
Oh, wait. I don't know if it's me or... Okay. Maybe it's just me. I'll turn that off. Can you, do you have a volume on the phone?
Yeah, hang on a second. I'll try that.
Okay. It's way quiet. You know what I mean? Way... Kimber's usually much louder. So, all my beautiful balls, I told Kathleen I'm gonna have to now clear out an area where only my balls are. Like I have a ball section, and store my balls all together. Keep your balls together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, hey, Keith? It's good to keep your balls together, right? And, are you there, Kimber?
Yeah, there. Is that better?
No, it's not.
No? Oh,
no.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me do something. Oh, that was not the right thing. Hang on. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you really good.
You're still really low. Is she really low for you guys too? Yeah. Oh, she sounds okay to Heath. All right. Okay.
Because he's a guy.
What's that?
I said maybe because he's a guy, he can hear me. No one can hear me? Huh.
I have you way in the red zone on my mixer, and I can still hardly hear you.
I'm sorry. Well, I can try.
No. Is it the same phone you always call with?
Actually, no. Hang on. I'm gonna try something.
Do you have the other phone?
Yeah, but I'm having battery issues, but I'm gonna try it. So
battery issues,
yeah.
Burning the batteries, eh?
Yeah. I've been a busy girl. Hang on.
Okay. Are you gonna call back, or are we gonna try? Do you want to try Skype, or do you have Skype?
Yeah, I do, but I'm gonna try my other phone. Hang on. Is that better?
I don't know, you guys. Here, let me get Diana on here. Let's see. Hey, Diana.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing better. You were kidding about the guest interviewing thing, right?
No, I'm totally serious.
Oh, okay, because I thought you were kidding, and I thought, well, I'll call in and check, because I was thinking about, all right, I'm starting to feel better. I'll just listen and hang in the background. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll call for a mini reading. No, I'll just hang in the background. So then I thought you were kidding about the interviewing. No. Okay.
No, I'm not kidding at all. I'm serious. And then I'm really serious that, Kimber, if you're available on Monday,
sure,
you come and interview Diana.
Sure. Yeah.
I can't promise your show's going to be too entertaining tonight if I'm asking the questions, but I am a curious person, so I do have that going.
No, I think your questions would be, fresh and everything else, but they all hear you. I can't hear you. Okay, so can you hear Kimber okay, Diana?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm going to shut up then. And everybody knows Diana. Diana Monroe is my guest every other Monday, generally 2 Mondays a month. And so she's going to engage in conversation with the lovely Kimber. And you guys have spoken before, yes?
I don't think so. If we have, it's been a long time, and I don't remember.
All right.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Do you remember, Kimber?
I'm thinking it has been quite a while, and I don't know if maybe you called in before or just from you being around so much. I'm not in chat very often, but I am on the phone. So, and right now I'm having computer issues and internet issues, and I have been for some time. So, I think I've talked to you before, but maybe not. But I'm excited to talk to you, though.
Okay, yeah, it's great to talk here. I was just looking a little bit at your background, and I guess one of the first things I was curious about was it looks like you knew you were intuitive pretty early. I'm curious as to how you might have been using those skills at that time when you were younger, and if you had any assistance at all with that, whether it was someone in your family or a friend or somebody else who might be fairly intuitive and recognize that in you and might have guided you. Did you have any guidance at all, or did you have to kind of learn how to live with that on your own?
Pretty much on my own. I had a little bit of help, but pretty much on my own, and just from, learning and experiencing it and just being open to it. When being so young, because I was very, very young when I started realizing and picking things up, and it takes a lot of learning, a lot of being open to it, and guidance does help. But I think for me, I kind of did a lot on my own.
Were you pretty open to it at that age? I think I read you were about 9 years old when you were kind of realizing this and putting it together. Is that correct, or was it even younger?
I think even a little bit younger, but about 9 years old is when I really started realizing, and I was very open to it. I definitely picked up, I loved it, wanted to learn, very fascinated, very open, honored. To me, it's something that I feel a calling to, and that I have and learned so much along the way, and it's something that I'm meant to do. And it is kind of difficult when you're that age, but for me, I was always a lot older than what I really am, so I grew up very fast too, and, I was never afraid of anything, of spirits and seeing anything. I actually enjoy it very much. To me, as I said, it's an honor and something that I'm meant to do.
I'm curious, where were you in the birth order of your family? Were you the oldest, middle child, baby of the family, somewhere in between?
Baby, the youngest.
Baby of the family?
Yes.
Do you know if any of your siblings are fairly intuitive, or did you know at the time if they were? Did you get any sense of that as you were growing up?
Yes, I think so, but they didn't focus on it and really get into it as much as me. So, and my grandma, somewhat, she did, especially when she was younger. So that I think it was passed on through generations, my grandma and great-grandma and so on. So I think I learned some stuff from her. I spent a lot of time with her and did pick up stuff. But I learned most myself and through friends. Along the way, it's amazing how I was drawn to so many people, friends and just wonderful teachers and people that I've learned so much from and that I feel I was really meant to meet and to help me along my path. So to me, I'm very blessed in that way. I've just been, drawn to people like Chris and so many people here and so many people throughout the years that it's amazing, what I've learned and from their experience and their knowledge and, all their wisdom and just them sharing and helping and just being around them. And
awesome.
So to me, it's just, this is a wonderful place, and Chris has helped me so much, and so many people here, and ones that have came and went and come here and there, because I've been here for years, so, kind of a regular, Chris can't get rid of me. I might disappear a little bit here and there because I'm, busy or whatever, or things come up, but I'm always back and I'm always here, so, and I'm so thankful and grateful to her and to many, it's been so helpful along the way.
Oh, that's great. Do you remember if you did anything special in terms of developing it as you were growing up, the intuitive gifts you have, or what do you think maybe your biggest asset was, as you said, just being open to it and then kind of working with it as it came?
Yeah, being open to it really helps, and to me, I had so many things that just came natural, and I did have many people that I learned from too, so I think that I did a lot of reading, a lot of things that I was drawn to, even when I was very, very little. I work with stones and crystals, and I always have, and that's something that even when I was very, very little, 3, 4, 5, I had a brother who helped me so much with that. He always brought me out, and we'd go pick them and collect them, and I just love their energy, and it was just such a great experience, and I collected them so many, and to me it was very special, and it was the ones that I was drawn to, so I learned very, very much about them, and I developed a very strong connection with stones and crystals, and I still have that. It's something that I always will. It's very, very strong with me, and that I have him to kind of, thank too, and to kind of, that I've learned so much, and it was something that I was drawn to, but he's in spirit now. He has been for many years, but to me it was certain people kind of lead and have led me down my path and down certain ways, and people that a wonderful shaman friend that I learned so much from, and many psychics and clairvoyants and many people that come here, Dorothy and just so many that have hang out here. And so to me, even when I was very young, I was lucky to connect with certain people. I was a big reader. I always have been. I was even a...
For you, awesome.
Yeah, love to read. Not as much as I used to, but even for a while when I was young, I was a librarian for a little bit. And so to me, I was, books are great too. Connect with them. Just not as much time and not as much, I don't know, something about it. But interested in writing, always have, and even when I was younger too, I learned a lot from that, and journaling and keeping track of a lot of things that I seen and felt and learned along the way. And then I explored, always learning. We are always learning, but I love to learn. And so I would pick many different things, and that's why, as Chris said, focus. And so that would be an awesome idea to kind of focus on certain ones, because I, was drawn to many different things, and then there's certain things that I tend to focus more on and do more of. But I think it's good to kind of explore. And then there's other things that just, no way, it's way over my head, like astrology and numerology. And I have friends that do it, and amazing, wonderful, very gifted friends, and even learn from them as well. But it's just not something that I want to do or could really learn. So I'm kind of selective and picky and choosy, but always willing to learn. Love to learn.
That's great. That's great. Are you currently writing about any of your experiences or any of the work you're currently doing? Something that you're passionate about right now regarding your gifts?
Some, and trying, and I've had many great friends tell me that, I should write a book, and working on things here and there. I wish I was a better writer, and I wish I was better with computers, and then just time, but but there again, I need to organize it more and focus more and kind of, just get into it a little bit more. And I do bits and pieces at a time, and then I get distracted and I get off onto other things and come back to it. But definitely have projects working on. And
that's great.
Yeah.
Are you working on, say, articles or a book or a blog, or are you just kind of getting it out of your brain onto paper or in the computer for now and then going to sort that out later type of thing?
Some of the computer and writing stuff and notes and working on book stuff, it'll take a while, though, 'cause as I said, I wish I was a better writer. And I'm a very slow typer, so I need to get one of those programs where I can just, speak and it'll type it for me. I know, my bad, right? But it would just be so much better because, then I think I'd do a lot better. But, I'm always doing that in a vision board and taking notes and, keeping track of stuff, because otherwise, if I don't, there's so much and so many thoughts, and I'm always picking things up, and it gets to be too much that, even when I was younger, I had to do that, and all these years, because if not, it just becomes overwhelming and too much, and I won't be able to remember everything, or even things that I dream about, or I'll think about, and so it helps so much to journal, to write it down, and I always tell other people too that it's good to do. Carry a notebook, all that.
I know, definitely, because I think sometimes if you sit down to write a project, even something that you're passionate about, I think sometimes that passion can be almost too much, and it's kind of like, well, where do I start, or what do I include, or is this too much? Does that make sense to you? About stuff that you're passionate about, sometimes it can be a little bit harder to write about that.
Totally. Yes, exactly.
Sometimes it's easier to take it in chunks. I think it's a really smart way, the way you're doing it, just journaling it and taking it in the small bits, because then you can always put it together later.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Or edit, because nothing is, final until you send it off to the publisher. And even they're going to make changes. So I think it's a great way to do it with the journaling.
Exactly. Yep. Perfect. It really is. And to kind of like a puzzle, because you get bits and pieces here and there too, and sometimes it don't all fit in order, at least not with me. And then I get so many thoughts, too many thoughts at times. And so if I don't do that, and I don't sort them out, and I don't, especially if I'm busy and doing a lot of different things, it just becomes overwhelming. So I have to kind of do that and keep it separate and keep my stuff separate, and it helps to do that and kind of have, sometimes I have a lot of it organized, but then other times I have my little organization system where it's piles of papers and notes and little, even matchbooks. I've resorted to writing things on matchbooks even when I was younger. I would do that and make quick notes.
I relate to that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, or gum
napkins
wrappers.
at restaurants.
Yes, exactly. And gum wrappers, like the juicy fruit or Big Red.
And that's okay. The main thing, I think, is just getting it out of your head so you can share it with people.
Exactly. And getting it out of your head, because you get so much at times that sometimes you have to get it out or get certain things out and make room for more and then also so you don't forget, at least for me it would be, and it just made it so much easier so I wouldn't forget certain things, because it just helps to have that notebook and have it with you too, because a lot of times we have that intention or have it next to you, next to the bed.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. Wake up and it's like, oh, hey, quick, write this down.
Yeah, and I've also learned to make sure next to the bed with that paper is that I also have a pencil, because I used to just have a pen, and then the pen would jam and it wouldn't write, and then by the time I would get up and get something that would write, half of my thought was gone when I wanted to record.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if you've noticed, as I have, that I think this is true anyway with people that work a lot with their intuitive abilities, but have you noticed even more so just with the shifting in energies that we all tend to be thinking a little bit more in a circular fashion as opposed to strictly linearly as we've been taught, and what our society focuses on is the linear? I just keep noticing more and more that I think more in a circular function. My thoughts may seem kind of all over the place, but then they eventually, I don't worry about it, they eventually kind of get connected. And I've talked to other people, both with a lot of intuitive skills and others with not so much, and they kind of know what I'm talking about too. Do you know what I mean about the thoughts just being more circular, more you might get a lot of thoughts coming in about different things, and they just kind of float around for a while, or they'll come in and you kind of focus them in a different part in your brain, and then something will come up later that day, and you'll think, oh, yeah, I just thought of that this morning when I woke up. Let's retrieve this. And it's just a lot less linear than what my thinking used to be. Have you noticed that at all with yourself?
Yes, exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about and feel the same. And it has been very intense.
Sometimes it is. When the thoughts come in, it's like, wow, where did that come from?
Yes, and so much and so many, and as you said, it can be very overwhelming, and then I also too have noticed that, and so much energy and shifts in the energy, and then with the thoughts too, thinking I need to do this, I should really do this, and usually I listen to myself. I'm very good at that because I've learned well throughout the years, and and lately there's been things where I'm like, I need to do this, or I should do this, or I really need to listen to myself, and then I didn't, or I didn't do what I should have, and I know better. And I know this, and I tell people all the time, but it's just something with I don't know what, with the energy, with the moon, with me, with what it is lately, but I found myself doing that and going, hey, I know better. Why am I doing this, And just kind of questioning, and I know that we all have that, and I think some of it is just being so busy and being overwhelmed and just the holidays. I'm not a holiday person. And so
not either. I know what you mean.
Yeah, see, because I don't celebrate them. And in fact, I don't. And, I pick up so much energy. And so being out and about and around other people, too, I tend to get that as well. And so I just think it's just been kind of a lot, and I'll be glad when the holidays are over and this year's over. Everybody's like, what are you celebrating? And I'm like, that the year's going to be over. Yay! You know, not so much the holidays.
On the circular thoughts thing, have you noticed anything about, you know how when you meet new people, you get impressions of them. Have you noticed that you get a lot more either detailed impressions about the person, or they might be quite personal, a part of their personal life, something that they might not share with you or anybody else, but you're getting the impressions for some reason, and then you're wondering, okay, why do I need to know that? And then down the road, again, the circular thing, it all comes together like, oh, okay, that person introduced me to this person, or whatever situation came up. Now I understand why I got that first impression that seemed kind of weird at the time. Have you been noticing that more intense, or like I say, just extremely private or personal, or just different type of impressions that you get?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Picking it up very strong, even more so than usual. And and as you said, different stuff, too, you know. And, you know, like you said, I do feel that it is very circular, that there's kind of a flowing to it, and you do tend to pick up and meet certain people and pick up that personal energy. And even, I don't even have to meet people. I can, you know, talk to them over the phone or, you know, over the computer distance and pick up so much. And it's been very intense, very, very strong lately too. And I don't know, you do kind of feel drawn to certain people, or you connect with certain people, and I really have a lot lately. I always have, but I have a lot more lately too. It just seems like certain people are fitting in, or certain things at certain times. So it has been a very good ending to the year. And as you said, it kind of is like a circle too, even with the year, and then off to a new start, you know, so.
Yeah, I'm just amazed with, and sometimes I wonder if the shift, if the changes are because of all the different changes in the energy, you know, whether it's necessarily the planet vibrating higher, or we are, or something else, I don't know. But there just seems to be a lot of energy changes going on. They seem to be getting more intense.
Oh, yeah. I've had many people say that, too. You know, many friends, many clients, many people just saying that they really, really felt it, especially like these last couple months, but extremely this month. And I think some might have to do with the holidays and all the anxiety and all the, you know, things that come along with it. But I definitely feel there's a major shift on energy, extreme energy. It's like a roller coaster.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
It just, it's crazy. And, you know, it can be a merry-go-round at times. It's just really, you know, very intense, very emotional, very strong, even more so than usual. So I also have noticed that, even not intentionally, but I have limited too with going to places where a lot of people are like, oh, hey, you know, go shopping, and it's like I try to avoid a lot of the malls and a lot of the places. Too many people.
I relate. I can't remember the last time I went to a mall, actually.
Yeah, too much energy. Yep. Too many people, too much energy. It's too much right now.
Especially, this time of year. I was wondering if you'd mind sharing with us how the near-death experience you had, how that changed or shifted your psychic abilities, your intuitive talents, and how you may have used them differently if you did. Intensify or you change interests and something you preferred to work one way and then you kind of shifted in another, or any differences you want to share or how it affected you?
Sure. It actually affected me in many ways, very deeply, and to me, I tended to, it got stronger with the mediumship and working with spirits. I always have, even since I was young. And I just got even more interested in that and more drawn to it. Also, a lot more experience with it. It opened up so much to me. It's hard to explain how much my life changed in a lot of ways and how I felt, and it intensified a lot of the things that I had known and had felt and my abilities, but it also helped with the confidence in doing a lot of it as well, in not being as held back. I guess when being little, I learned that I kind of suppressed them and was held back more. And as I got older throughout the years, I opened up more and I learned more and I experienced more, and I tended to work more with people and animals because I do both, and extremely drawn to and love and worked with animals always. And so for me, it changed so many things. I hear more, I see more, I always have, but it's like it opened up a whole other world, just a whole nother, hard to explain, a whole nother connection with the spirits and with the spirit world.
Was it comfortable, or was it kind of uncomfortable at first and you had to work with it, or how did you respond to all those changes?
Well, a lot of it I already had, so it just kind of intensified, and just kind of changed stuff. To me, it was a great experience. It was a wonderful experience. Some people think, it was something bad. To me, it was a good experience. It was learning. It was something that I believe was meant to happen and meant to change, and I was meant to experience it and to go through it. And I would again, even though in my experience it was a very painful and a difficult and a very hard one, but it was something that I would not ever change because it opened doors. It's hard to explain what it does to you. I look at it as a gift, as something that was a beautiful and wonderful experience. It's not something that I was afraid of. It was a very peaceful and enjoyable. I know that might sound kind of strange, but to me, it was something that I do feel that I had a choice. I had, that option. But I chose also to stay, and I am a fighter, and I fought really hard, and I do felt I was given that option. I think we are actually like 3 times in our life, and sometimes more, but at least like 3 times we kind of have a way out, and to me that was an extreme one. But it was one that I was meant to have, especially for my path. And, you know, as I said, it changed me in ways of mediumship, working with spirits, deepened my connection with stones, crystals. Auras became brighter, even more beautiful. They always have been, but stronger. Seen them, picked them up everywhere. People, animals. So it just intensified, I guess. You know, deepened, strengthened me. You know, I as well, you know, and everything. But also me. It changed me. It made me stronger. It made me who I am. It made me better. It made me where I needed to be and who I needed to be. It, you know, it changed a lot for me. It, you know, as I said, hearing and see, because I hear, see, I feel. Do I ever feel? I feel everything I always have. Sometimes way too much, but that's all part of it. And, you know, I love that too as well. At times it can be very hard, especially being young. That can be very, very difficult, and that's something that you learn throughout the years, how to deal with it, because you can't change things. And so you just, you know, I always learned how to deal with things then, what I needed to change then, or how I needed to change, or what I needed to do, and also how to pick up what was mine and what was others, and to let go, because there's many things, especially, you know, always, but especially as I got more into, you know, doing readings and healings and helping others, that there's parts too where, you know, it can be really, really hard, and there's things and there's times where you have to let go or it'll kill you, you know, it'll be really, really hard. There's difficult situations, and, you know, that's all part of it too, and then there's other parts that are just beautiful and joyful and so happy and wonderful, and that it is a gift, as many call it, you know, it truly is, you know, and at times, you know, it can be difficult, it can be hard, but that's something that, you know, you learn and you grow, and I always did. And so much on my own, had many, many teachers, always will, and always have many teachers, and I just am so thankful.
Well, I must commend you. I've never heard anyone speak so positively about a near-death experience before. That's amazing that it was beneficial for you, big picture, you know, and that you got so much out of it. Did you notice any, or what gifts or skills you might have noticed that you have now that might have been lying more dormant before that experience? Is there anything that just kind of suddenly popped up in terms of your intuitive abilities as a result of that?
Well, I pretty much could do it all of the things. It just intensified it more. So, but I did tend to notice that in seeing spirits, and got way more stronger and just working with them. So to me, the mediumship is where I believe it helped the most. But I always did have that, but I just feel that it made it stronger.
Did that kind of give you the push to explore that aspect even more, you think, the mediumship?
It did, and shamanism and other things that I really felt drawn to and interested in, and definitely the mediumship and learning. It really sparked that something, you know, I'm fire. I have a big fire. But it just really sparked me into learning so much more and exploring, and so I really opened up to a lot more different different options and different things so it really kind of sparked a lot of that. I always had did that, but I just got much more open into the ways of doing it and just kind of the general the learning. And also it got me more into places and meeting certain people that I really needed to connect and to grow, spiritually and just, to learn from and little bits and pieces. And I, as I said, we're always learning, and I believe I've picked up so much from so many, and even just observing and listening and hanging out with amazing friends that come here that have so many different gifts and abilities, and just hanging with them and getting to know them and going to their shows and just learning and taking classes and courses and reading books, and I can't stress all the different things and go with what I've always done is go with what I'm drawn to, which can be many, many different things. But you feel that certain pull to certain things, and for me, the bone reader and stones, love them, always have, especially because my brother and since I was young, and I just always collected them. I'm so bad. I can't go places without collecting them, and, if I hit a rock road, I'm lost. I'm bad. I'm like, oh, no, it's worse than to me, I'm not into candy, but it's like a candy store, but it's a rock store. I'm like, oh, I pick up this one and that one, but I've always collected them, always felt that connection with them, and I've been blessed to meet certain people and learn from them about them, but so much on my own, and I feel that they speak to me. I read them. It's something that I've always been drawn to and meant to do, and I have a special connection with them. And we all have our individual certain things that we are. Some people are cards, and I do love cards, and cards are great, but to me, I'm not as much into them, and I really don't need them, and it's not something I really do or do that much of, because I'm more, energy, and auras and mediumship and reading and knowing and feeling. And,
right.
I always...
Sometimes the tools aren't necessary, really. Well, I don't know if you've noticed for you, but some clients, it's like they need to have them. Some of them do. Others don't care, as long as you're helping them. But, sometimes people do need the props, which is fine, if that helps them,
Oh, yeah.
Understand the message you're conveying to them. That's great.
Oh, yeah, and it's good to do. And, I know many people that do that, and that's a lot of what they do, and that's great. And I feel that it's what we're drawn to, and for me it's more stones and bones and energy and psychometry and just, as I said, knowing.
How did you get into the bone reading? I'm curious about that, because I just learned about that. I had a bone reading for the first time about a year ago at this season, and I thought, wow, I think I've seen that on movies before, but I didn't know anyone that actually did it. How did you learn about it or develop that interest?
It's something that I was drawn to and very interested for a long time, and learned from a shaman. And
okay,
and
that wasn't a childhood thing then, interest.
Well, actually, throughout when I was young, the stones and bones it was something that I liked. I wanted to learn about, but it's something that I learned some as I went along the way, and then when I met him and learned from him, and that's when I really got into it more, I guess, and more with others than just myself. But it's something that I was always fascinated with and drawn to, But there again, I needed to have the right connection and the right person to kind of get that spark, get that going, and and to kind of get me more into it. But it's something that I love doing, and I'm very fascinated with, and it's something I always will do, and it is different, but I'm different, and it's just, I don't know, something I really enjoy and I really like, and
I was fascinated by the reading. I'd like to have another one done, but where I live, like I said, this is the first time I even heard of it, so I don't know if it could be a lot more common than what I think, but I live in the Midwest, so it's psychic stuff isn't real big here.
Yeah, I just want to butt in real quick just to see what I have going on here. I have a cell phone from Missouri, it looks like. MO is Missouri. Yes. And so that's probably someone that's going to want a reading. Alicia, are you just listening or do you want a reading? And then Diana is probably going to want a reading. So I'm going to just check in with Missouri. Hey, Missouri.
Hey, Chris, it's Pam. How are you?
Hey! Not bad, stranger.
Yeah, I know.
So you want a reading?
Sure.
Okay, and that's Pam. Oh, it's nice to hear your voice. Okay, I'm going to park you, and we'll come to you. Diana, you're going to get a reading, yes?
Yes, if Kimber will oblige, I would love that.
Of course she will.
Yes.
Of course she will.
Yeah.
And thank you, Kimber, for answering all my questions. Appreciate
Thank you. I enjoyed it, loved it, and love your energy, and you were great. So thank you so much. It was an honor.
Thank you.
Okay, Alicia, if you could push 1 on your phone and let me know one way or the other if you're just listening or what you're doing. Right, she's going to come on for a reading too. Means that, so Pam, Diana, and then Alicia. So you have all the time in the world if these guys are willing to wait. Hang in there because you can go into overtime as long as everyone's here. You know what I mean? So I'm not too stressed out about that. But do try and keep that in mind, Kimber.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm going to play a song first and take a bit of a break for everybody to go do whatever they want to go do. Don't forget to wash your hands, hey, you guys. When you go. And, okay. Let me just. Don't make you feel like dancing. No. Okay, let's do this one. 5.5 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. And a quick shout out, and then we'll turn it back over. You guys did a great job, Diana and Kimber. I like this idea a lot, especially on these nights when I'm tired. And I'm probably going to turn my camera off and just listen for the rest of it in case, because I'm yawning my head off, and I don't like to do that on camera. I'm going to put you all asleep if I do that. Amy's in there. Hi, Amy. Beth. Hi, Beth. How are you? Diana, of course. Now we have cell phone. Yes, Florida. Okay, cell phone, Florida. Now, here's how it's going to work. You guys will be responsible to unmute yourselves. If you're on the phone, you'll push 1 when you're told to. So, Kimber and Diana, you guys can pay, and Amy, you guys can all, and Heath, and all you guys, pay attention. It goes Missouri first, and that's Pam, then Diana, then Alicia, and then Florida. Okay? And so when whoever it is that's going to say, okay, next up, and maybe Kimber, make sure you leave room so you can get all 4 of these ones done. and is she'll say, okay, the next person then is, Diana, and then the next person is Alicia, and the next person is Florida. And they will just push one on their phone and unmute them damn self, And so that's how we'll I'll try to stay awake in my chair while listening, and if needed, I'll try to come and sort some things out for you guys. So where was I? Florida. Christy's there. Deb in Calgary. Diane in Ontario. Diana Monroe. Of course, I said Alicia. Di Pietro. Heath and Kathleen. And Mary Margaret. I hope you're feeling better, Mary Margaret. And Mike and Popeye. The Sailor Man. And Sherry, how are you? Kimber, of course, is our guest, and Corey. So that's it. I'm going to get Kimber on. Hey, Kimber.
Hey.
All right, there you are. So do you understand what's happening?
Yeah.
Do you have a way to time yourself? 15 minutes max with each person?
Sure. Yep. I'll keep track.
Okay. Very good. And so I will bring our first person on. I'm going to shut my camera off because I'm yawning my crazy head off, and I don't want to keep on hiding my face and everything like that when I do it. Like coming right now. And I'm just dead on my feet. Pam is Missouri. Okay, we're going to get Pam first, and then the rest of you guys follow in order. Diana's next, then Alicia, then Florida. Okay, here comes Pam.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Pam. Hi.
Hi, Kimber.
How are you?
I'm good. Cold. Actually cold. Here in Missouri, finally.
Oh, I bet. It's been cold everywhere. It's like 25 below. Yuck. Yeah. So did you have a question, or you want me to just go with what I got for you, or?
You can go, but I do have a question. I have misplaced my passport. I need help finding it.
Sure. Drawer. Have you checked your drawers?
Yep.
You know how sometimes in the back of the drawer, how things can fall behind, go up and then behind the drawer, where you got to pull the drawer out completely?
Okay.
Maybe try that, because it feels like it's hidden, that it fell behind somewhere, and it almost feels like wooden drawer, dresser.
Okay.
Door. I'm getting something with a D. A drawer or a dresser. Check behind. It feels like it fell. That you had it sitting somewhere and it fell and kind of got lost, hidden. Yeah, definitely try behind your bedroom dresser. I would try that, and then pull your drawers out. Purse. Did you carry it in your purse, or did you?
No, I had it in a suitcase, and I just can't find it if I took it out of the suitcase or what.
Because it somehow feels like it got on top of a dresser and fell behind the dresser or behind a drawer. Did you stay at a motel or a hotel or something when you had your suitcase? Because it almost feels like a different place other than your home.
No, I'm thinking it got stolen.
Maybe that's why it feels like a different place other than your home, that it's somewhere else.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know, I think so too, because it doesn't feel like your home. It feels like somewhere else, someone else's, or a motel or hotel, something like that. And if you didn't stay at one, then I wonder if who has it is at one, because it feels almost more like a motel than a home. I do feel stolen almost. It is it going to be really hard to get a new one? Because I think you're going to have to get a new one.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm going to Jamaica in February, so yeah, I'm going to have to get on it.
Yeah, because I'm sorry to say, but I think you're going to want to get busy because something keeps telling me you want to get going, and the going to Jamaica explains it. Because I just feel that you need to just get a different one, and you know, I hope that it's not too hard or too much to do, because I do feel that you need to get a different one, because I feel someone else has it, and it's either in their drawer or behind their drawer or dresser, because it doesn't feel like it's yours and your place. It feels more like a motel or a hotel and someone else. So I don't think you're going to get it back, and I do think that you need to get busy doing it because you want to go on this trip. This trip's going to be really good and really fun and really good for you. But you're going to need your passport, so I don't think you're going to find it. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm going to get on it Monday. Okay,
yeah.
Do you have any messages for me?
Yeah, I do. And also, I do feel that your trip's going to be amazing and so much fun. Yeah, you're going to just have a blast and fun, and just an amazing time. It's going to be a great experience. So I'd get on it right away, because I so want to see you go on this trip. You need it really bad. It's going to be great. And messages, yes, I do. Even when you first started talking, I was picking up a woman, seems in her she's in her about like late 40s, Clara, Kathy, Grace. It's a C name. Christy. Okay, Christy. Because, yeah, it's a C. Christy appears about 40 and almost feels family or very close to you as family.
She was close.
Yeah, it feels very, because just saying like family, like sister, like, you know, just very loving, very affectionate, very, very, very close, a very deep connection. Comes around you often. Car and music. Something about songs gives you messages and songs. While you're in your car, you play music and songs. Pay attention to the songs, because she'll give you messages through there. Feathers, and then keys. Something about keys. I don't know if she playfully hides her keys. Saying something about keys. Kind of, if they seem like they get misplaced, or you're like, I don't remember them sitting there, or you have a little hard time taking a few extra minutes finding them. Keys, because she's showing me keys. Something about keys. So, showing me a key. So follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Something that you're dreaming, you're thinking about, explore. explore your options, follow your dreams.
My mom or dad around?
There are, let's see, who else steps in, because you have several around you.
The place where I live is full of spirits.
Yeah, I feel many around you. There's so many. It's like there's many standing around, and so I'm trying to find which. And I feel drawn to a tall gentleman. Feels like your father is. He's stepping forward, and he. Sunshine. What is he saying about sunshine? Was that a nickname, or was that something? Sunshine.
What?
Sunshine. Yeah, your father. Sunshine.
Maybe he's talking about Jamaica.
Could be. Sunshine, and then, yeah, because adventure. Yeah, I definitely feel this is your father, and do you feel touching on you? Because showing me touching your shoulder, touching kind of the back of your neck, touching your shoulder, comes around, especially at night. But I see you sitting showing me sitting at like a chair in front of a mirror, either a dresser or like a makeup table or something like that. But just showing me, comes around and touches your shoulder, your back. Something about fishing. Did he take you fishing?
One time.
Okay, was it for sunnies?
Sunnies?
Sunny fish? Sunfish? Sunny? Sorry, sunfish?
Yeah, I caught a turtle.
Okay, a turtle? Okay, because, yeah, fishing. That, showing me a fishing, okay, the fishing trip, and something that it was a very special, not something that you usually did, but something that was very special, very meaningful. And turtle also is a totem animal for you. It's something that is, so pay attention to turtle, because that is something that comes in strong for you as well. That I feel is a lifetime totem, has been since you were little. And you get messages and you'll notice them. But yeah, he showing me, and something about sunshine, sunnies, I don't know if maybe you caught one or if that's what he was trying to get you to be able to catch. But fishing, showing me farming.
Well, he used to come to Canada to fish all the time.
Okay, because, yeah, fishing. Keeps bringing fishing. Just proud of fishing, love fishing. And that's why, especially that fishing trip or fishing expedition was a very good and meant a lot to him, very, very special, very loving. He, very good daughter, very proud of you. Extremely, everything from just how you are to you're working hard on education and family and just everything, just so proud of you, just wants to give you so much love, and just giving me a heart, showing me, like handing a heart. Very, very sweet. So much love for you. Oh, yeah, definitely. So proud of you. The fishing, the farming. Did he grow up on a farm, or did you grow up on a farm? Because I also showing me farming.
He did.
Okay, because yeah, that's very strong. He and showing me that you are strong like him, and he feels very. Farming made him who he was, and the strength, and and you have that as well. Very proud of him. He's very proud of himself. Very proud of your family. Proud of your genes. Proud of your heritage. Proud of the farming and the hard work. You come from a long line of very hard workers, and he's showing me that too. So much love. Just it keeps showing me the heart, handing me the heart. It's like, hand you a heart. I'm trying to see if I can get your mother too, because you do have many around you, many spirits. And he does come to see you. He wants you to know that too. And that anytime you need him, you want to talk to him, you can. Just ask. He's around. But very, very proud, very loving. Loves you very much. And she's back there, coming forward. I'm being shown. She's coming closer. She's quiet. She's a little more quiet, a little more almost timid. Apron. She's wearing an apron. Was she a cook, a baker? Liked making cookies, bread.
Used to.
Yeah, because it feels like way back. She's showing me almost like when you were younger, when you were young. Pennies. Showing me pennies. She must leave you pennies. Much for pennies from her.
Lucky pennies.
Yeah, because pennies. She's showing me pennies. Strong woman. Very beautiful energy. She's very beautiful. She's hard worker. She was a very hard worker, very family. Did you have a bigger family?
There was 3 of us that lived. 2 were lost.
Okay, yeah, and they're with her because she. Okay, yeah, because she is showing me very, very family loving, very family orientated, hardworking. And yeah, they're with her. And do you have a brother?
Yes.
A brother and then a sister, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Does your brother have heart problems or heart issues right now? Not major problems, but some heart issues.
He's got mesothelioma.
Okay, breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it affects his heart. I feel it. I picked that up off of him. And the breathing. Is he being treated for that right now?
Yes.
Okay, because I see him like hospital or just medical appointments. Yeah, definitely watch the breathing, and then heart, I feel some heart issues, but I think they're aware of them. If not, you might want to kind of question and see. If not, they should check, because I do feel that there's some heart issues right now. And the breathing, I feel very hard. He's having a very hard time breathing. Do you go see him? Not too often, but you do go see him here and there?
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel it, because, it's busy and whatnot, and just hard to get there, or issues with getting there. But I, here and there, going to see him, and that means a lot to him, and because I see you sitting with him in a room, but when you go there again, pay attention to his breathing, and I wonder if there's something that they can do to make it a little bit more comfortable for him.
Yeah, he's on inhalers and breathing treatments now.
Yeah, because I definitely feel that, and you might want to maybe either increase the dose or see about, because I feel the difficulty breathing. You can get like lavender and put in his room, lavender essential oil, eucalyptus, especially hanging in the shower. There's a lot of natural things you can Google and figure out, or get back to me, or but there's so many things that you can put in his room, even plants. A few plants would be helpful, but because I feel the breathing with your brother.
He's a truck driver, so right now
yeah.
he's in Pennsylvania, so.
Yeah. Okay, because, he really needs to. Does he smoke?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because, not to be, but naughty, no. He needs to stop.
Yeah.
Because I'm really feeling smoking's a big issue. And I know, no one wants to hear that, especially the person that smokes. But I cannot stress how important it is, and how much he needs to, either definitely cut back and work his way to stopping, because he'll be so much better and so much healthier, because he definitely has some breathing issues, and he needs to be careful and make sure he has his inhaler and even a backup inhaler. And being a truck driver and on the go, he needs to make sure he has that with him. It's very important. And a nebulizer, I feel the breathing machine, a nebulizer.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have one, I think he has one already, but he needs to have that, especially at night. Nighttime can be the most difficult, and the smoking, try to, I know it's hard, and you're thinking, I don't want to get down on him, because I know he don't like to hear it, because he loves
I
the
know.
smoke.
Well, it's like he said, he's got mesothelioma, but, he's going to die anyway, so.
See, I feel that, and I hear that, but also it's the quality of life that's left, and I do feel he has some time, but I understand that, and I understand that feeling, and I've known others that have felt that and said that, and so I completely can relate to that. I understand. But I guess I'm looking at, the quality of life, and also just as long as he has that inhaler and he is careful, and I'm so sorry. I know it's a very hard and a very difficult. Yeah. I'm sorry, Chris. Yeah, sorry. But the best of luck to him, and I know you're very, very sweet, loving, and caring. You look out for him, so but definitely call again. I so appreciate. Thank you so very much, and
thank you.
If you have more questions or anything.
All righty.
So
all right. Thank you for your time, hon.
Yeah, thank you.
Take it easy, eh?
And you too. All right. Later.
Yourself. And,
okay.
Thank you. And
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
happy holidays.
Okay, now Diana, can you push one on your mic?
I'm here.
All right.
Hey, hi, Diana.
Hi, and if it goes dead in a couple minutes, I'll call back on another phone. I just noticed this phone doesn't have a lot of charge, so don't think I'm hanging up on you if that happens.
Sure.
Okay.
No.
Unintentional.
Yep. Yeah, no. And thank you for earlier. And sorry for rambling on. I tend to ramble at times.
No, I wanted to hear your story. I appreciated you asking my questions. I thought it was great.
Thank you. It was awesome. Very great. You're wonderful. So, yeah, do you have a specific question, or you just want me to go with what I have, or any certain thing?
How do you enjoy working? How do you work best? If you have some impressions already, I would love to hear that.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I do see very strong personal finances are going to go very well next year. It's going to be very good financially. Hard work. You've worked very, very hard, especially this year, and I see a lot of it has paid off, but next year is going to be like payday. Something, I feel very, very, very strong. Career, in terms of career, and especially the last few weeks of this month and into next year, it almost feels like career advancement, or in what you're doing, your personal business, it feels almost like an explosion. Like next year is just going to be overwhelmingly busy. Just energy. Get so much energy. Amazing energy. Intuitive, very, very strong. I see the letters intuitive. Psychic, spiritual, and it feels healing hands, healing energy work, medically, and almost counseling, spiritual advisor, very, very amazing connection with helping others, helping people. It feels like personal business, and that it's just going to grow so much, and that you do so many of those things and also others. I just feel you not only doing what you're doing now, but branching out. I keep seeing branches like a tree, just you're very busy. You're just going in this direction and that direction, and as I said, tree, I just picture almost wildly, you just really are going to have a very big year. Business-wise, spiritually, energy work. I feel that you do a lot of energy work. It seems like you've done a lot of this stuff all your life, grown into it more and more, and gotten into it, and just it seems like it's a lifelong path with you. It is a calling with you. It's something that you help so many. Reiki, I get some form of something like Reiki is similar, and I just cannot pick up what it feels like. Healing energy work, energy balls. I don't know. I see you working with some. I don't know if you have or if you're going to. It almost feels more like into the future, but working with energy and learning about those. I just see you learning that energy balls, energy work, shielding, teacher, comes in very strong for you. Compassion, very good with communication. You're very balanced, inspirational. You have a lot of insight, and you like to share. You like to help others. Emotions, strong soul work. You've done a lot of soul work, very emotional. To get to where you are and to be who you are, it's helped you through your journey. You've had a very long, difficult and hard at times, but it's made you a very strong woman, very strong. Personal power, determination. You have very strong will. Your psychic abilities, I feel that you've came so far throughout the years. You've worked really hard with that, and I do feel you still even are going to go further. You have a lot of, you like to learn. I feel a lot of learning you're still going to be doing. I don't know if you've studied about witches, or if there's some witches in your heritage, because I keep getting witches, witchcraft.
I've studied a lot about. I'm not into the holidays, the Sabbats that they celebrate, but I've studied a lot of witches' works in terms of stones and herbs, especially. Good,
wonderful. Medicine, because I get the witch's medicine. You have that. The art, the ancient knowledge in you. Continue to study that and the stones. You work very well with stones, crystals. You're drawn to them, the ones that you need. They're going to call to you. You're going to find them. You're going to get them. You're going to have many, but you're going to have your certain ones that you work with, and you already do, but you're going to get more into it. Get or make a medicine pouch. Carry ones with you, certain ones that are, put your medicine in there. I see a lot of herbs, even spices and just food as medicine. You're going to not only go from there, but you're going to learn more about all that as well. And definitely, I feel the witch connection, the medicine. Very strong healers always have been. It's ancient knowledge. I feel there's some in your heritage too. You come from a line of, there's ones that are in there. I think it was more quiet though, and not talked about as much, if you know what I mean. Especially years back, it was more like that. So I think that if you explore it a little bit, you're going to find that you have relatives and that it is there, and it seems the female line, I'm getting almost on your mother's side more is what I'm picking up, but it would be interesting to do a little exploring and kind of, check that out. But as I said years ago, they tended to be a bit more quiet about it. Very amazing healers, medicine work. I see. I don't know if you write a book. I know you're going to be reading many. You're going to be busy with, but reading. But also, I feel that you may write a book about the healing herbs and medicines and stuff that you learn about and that you work with. It's going to be a few years down the line, but I do think it's going to be something that you're going to work on. But I do feel you're going to be reading many books, both about the stones and about the, I get a lot of books about witches, medicines, and so kind of explore, even if you go like on Amazon or you look and you'll see there's like tons of them, but you'll be drawn to what you need and you'll feel it. There'll be like 10 of them, and that there's going to be that one that you're going to just feel really drawn to, and that's the one to get. That's how I do it as well, and it's go with what you're drawn to, and same with for the stones and the crystals, because there's so many, but there's going to be ones that are just going to call to you. You're going to get a lot of books, and I just feel it. I see you sitting at times going, oh, I'm overwhelmed. I can't read all these books. So you might want to, which can happen, and, you can feel that way, but you're very strong-willed and you like to learn, so you're going to force yourself into it, and you're going to pick up time here and there, a bath or in front of the fire or, in your favorite chair or rocking chair or something. You're going to find your, in bed, you're going to find your little spots and you're going to read. But also look into, because I see like with headphones on, and how they have the audio books? And I think that's going to be really helpful to do a lot of learning, and so I think that's going to be very good too. So check into a lot of the audio books, and it's not quite as overwhelming. I see a little terrier dog. Do you have, or did you have a terrier dog?
I've got he's a mix of a Jack Russell Terrier and a Lhasa Apso sitting next to me.
Cute, okay. He's super cute. Just adorable, amazing, sweet energy. Then that's, okay, yep, Lhasa Apso. Oh, cute. Yeah, because definitely picking him up. He's so, so sweet. Just has beautiful, beautiful energy. Yeah, it seems really cuddly because, sitting next to you and seems like he just so much love. So much love for you. I can just feel his energy. He is such a sweetie. Wow. He's just amazing. Very smart, very loving. He loves you so much. He saved him? Did you save him? Somehow save him?
I adopted him from a shelter.
That's what it is, because he says you saved him. That's what it is, because he says you saved him and he loves you so much and that he was meant to be yours. And that's what it is, because I he's showing me how you went there and how you it's like he was calling out to you, and you knew he was the one, though. You because you have such a loving heart. I know you would have took many.
Yeah.
I can just feel that with you, and I can just see you looking at them all. But then this is the one, and you just knew it, and he knew it. It was like instant love, and because he's just saved him. He is so happy because you truly did save him too. Because I think that if you didn't take him, he would have. His time was coming, and so he was definitely meant to be yours. I feel almost that you dreamt of him before you ever got him, which, yes, we can dream of dogs too, not just men, but I do feel that you dreamt of him even before you got him. You were drawn to him. Yeah, boy, you guys have a very strong connection. Do you do Reiki work on him or healing? Do you run your hands? I just see you and feel the energy of you running your hands across him.
I've given him a little bit of Reiki, yeah.
Okay, because you're going to be doing a little bit more. Because I think that's something you want to explore, and he's like, yes, he wants to help you back, and he wants to be your little subject, Yeah, he's excited. He loves it. Because you do have the healing, and it actually helps him, and it makes him feel really good. You have very good energy, and he loves it, and he says it makes him feel really good. So practice the Reiki, because I just see you sitting there doing that, and he's just loving there, just soaking it up, just loving it, and it truly does help. And as you heal others, animals, people, anyone, you're healing yourself too, and you're also increasing your mediumship ability, because I do feel that it's very important to heal and to learn that, and which you already have, and you do, and you've always had it, and but I see it increasing so strong. You have a very strong connection with the spirit, with spirits, with the, always, I keep getting spirit realm, you've always been fascinated with that and the paranormal, since you were young. It feels the spirit world, and the energy, you've always felt the energy and have seen them. I think when you were really young, I think what it's showing me is like little sparks, little flickers of lights, which were spirits and angels, and you seem like about 7. You seem very young. What I'm seeing, you seem very young. And
I've been seeing him even before that, yeah.
Yeah, it seems even before that. It seems all your life. You were born into it. As I said, I think it comes from a long line of gifted people, not only witch, but also other, the mediumships, healers, and it's in your heritage and it's in you. But I see you around 7 as a little girl, and seeing and looking over and seeing almost like fireflies. I think when you were little, it was like, oh wow, it's almost like fireflies, but you knew it wasn't, And I feel even at that age, it's just showing me. I'm getting you spent a lot of time by yourself and to yourself. And kept a lot of it to yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because you knew, you were like excited and you wanted to say it, and now I totally relate to this because I was the same, and I see you so much like me. And at that age, and it's like you've seen it and you wanted to tell others, but then you knew, well, no, I'm not going to, because they don't see it and they're not going to understand. And it's something that you learned early, because many didn't, especially back then, as much as now. But you learned that very young, and I just feel you kind of kept a lot to yourself, but by doing that, it's hard to explain. So many things I see you just have learned so much in your life, and you've went through so much, and I feel that your abilities at times have just really have been great and wonderful, but also have been hard and difficult at times. And you know, I just really want to give you a lot of credit because I understand that and I know how that can be. And you've worked so hard with it. You've went through the good and the bad, and I see you as being young and just you have such a strong soul, such a strong heart, very loving, compassionate, and it's made you a very amazing person. And without all the difficulties and without all the stuff, and I feel especially even the childhood and going through it, because I think you, as I did, learned a lot on your own and kept a lot and just kind of worked your way and found your way and found the people and found what you needed to get into. But it wasn't always an easy path. It was a difficult path, which it is for, you know, for us. But I feel it was extremely, you know, hard. And I just cannot tell you how amazing energy and just your heart just glows, just amazing amber and yellow and just beautiful shades of yellow. You have just amazing aura and gold. Very, very beautiful. White and then blue. Beautiful, beautiful blue, which is healing. Very, very strong healer. You have so many strengths. And the struggles that you have went through, the strength. It shows. You just have such bright, beautiful aura. You glow. you glow. It's just beautiful. Turquoise, which compassion, sensitive, that of a healer, a therapist. I keep getting counseling, therapy. You not only help with the physical and the Reiki and stuff like that, the stonework, but you also are like counselor therapy, because I've been getting that with you all along. I keep getting that, and it's like, it's something that you've done all your life. People come to you or talk to you or feel open up to you, and you have just this way, this amazing counseling way. You have not only the advice part, but the caring, the compassion. So you not only do the physical, but you do the mental work, if you know what I mean. And you help so many people. I feel that that's something you have done all your life, and very strongly. And animals too. I feel a very deep connection, not only with your beautiful, amazing dog that you have there, but I feel that you've always had it throughout your life. Dogs, cats, the working with them, the healing. I keep getting horses as something that you've wanted to, or something that you always dreamt of or thought about, or...
I have. I used to ride horses with my grandfather, and then I got involved with a friend that used to have horses, but that's one of his passions too, and I'm hoping I might get back into that again at some point.
Yes, you should, and you do. And that is wonderful, because they're amazing. I've always been a horse person and love them so much. And so definitely you need to do that, because I'm picturing you with that, so working with them. So get back into the horses.
I see you work with horses. Okay.
Yes, I feel that you're going to work with them. Not only the Reiki, but also working with them. It almost feels like even next year you're going to start. Try to make some connections. Connect with the right people, and I think that it's going to go really quickly. You're going to get drawn to the certain ones, but reach out I keep getting a reach out, but yes, horse stuff. I feel that's going to be something very strong you're going to get into in the next few years, but for sure next year you're going to start. So make the connections, find the right people, because that's going to be something that I feel and know that has been a lifelong dream and wish. And as you know, working with them, it's a passion, and I feel a very strong passion with you. And horse is a spirit animal with you, so connect with them, work with them. Horse medicine.
I'll set that intention. Hopefully, I'll be updating you with that news.
Yes, please do.
Because you're a horse person, you said.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Very much. Always. And you have horse medicine very strong. So, and use it, work with it, and you're going to love it. And please keep me informed.
I will. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful energy.
Thank you. So do you. I appreciate all your help.
Thank you. So sweet. Thanks.
All right, so your next person is Alicia. Can you push 1 on your phone, please?
Hey, Alicia.
Alicia, are you still there? Yeah, I have to go look what's going on. Alicia's gone, I think. Okay, Alicia's gone.
Sorry, Alicia.
And, sorry, and so is your other person. I guess we took 2.
I'm
so there
sorry.
we go. That's it. That's all the callers. So you guys can unmute if you guys want to have overtime. I'll put a song on while you do that. And, let's see. Okay, here we go. You guys there? Is anyone coming on? Are we done, or what are we doing?
Hey.
Looks like we're done.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Not at all. Not at all. So that's good. Everybody then take it easy. Tomorrow, Corrine is gonna interview. So be here on time, Corrine, okay? And get my quit page ready, you know what I mean? And meanwhile, you guys know you can get a hold of Kimber on her Facebook page, Kimber-Lee Psychic Medium 1. And so thank you, Kimber. I really appreciate it, your time as a guest. And glad that I can have you on every couple of weeks. And we'll see you on Monday. You'll be interviewing Diana.
Yay! I'm excited.
Don't forget, okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'll be there definitely. I'm excited. She's great, and thank you for asking. I'd love to do it. I remember doing some interviews, so I'm good. Yeah. And hey, also I wanted to tell you, I am so sorry I missed your birthday. Happy belated.
Oh no, not at all. It was good. And
I wanted to get you some beer, but I can't figure out you need a beer button. I need to.
You just have to. Yeah, I mean, there's an email address there on my website for you to use.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I just don't. People will mess up and do it like a purchase, and then I get into tax problems and PayPal issues with respect to merchant fees and all that kind of crap, right?
Yeah,
that
was why I waited, because I couldn't figure it. But I'll get it figured, or else I'll send you a message and you can give me a step-by-step tutorial.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out though, because I want to get you some beer. So.
Well, I mean, the website, curiouscards.ca, and go to the services tab, and then And then scroll down, buy me a beer, and it gives you an email address. There's a spaces there, but you just do it without the spaces. And it's all good, you know what I mean? And
right.
so it's pretty easy.
Yeah. Well, you'll be getting some beer then.
And so, okay. So thank you, Kimber. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kathleen, for my Christmas present. Christmas Kimber-lee. And no, not quite, Popeye, because someone will, and then it'll go to the wrong damn place, right? And you know a little bit about that, right? And so, great job, Diana. Thank you so much for jumping in and helping out on the interview. And you did a great job. And so,
thank you.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here, you guys. So we'll see you back here tomorrow night. I'm off to bed. See you later. 3, 2. Oh, as if I have my camera on. 1. See you guys. Peace out. Thanks, Kimber.
Thank you.